After tracking them for a short distance, he heard a terrible screech in the woods. He turned and came face to face with the Jersey Devil. Fire! Deep in the heart of the mysterious Pine Barrens, there lived a woman, some say a witch, named Jane Leeds. She was known for her strength and the busy household she managed with unwavering determination. However, it was the birth of her final child that would eternally change the course of her life and be forever entangled with the legend of the Jersey Devil. On a stormy night in 1735, as lightning cracked and rain poured, Jane gave birth to her 13th child. She had babies quicker than I could take a shit. Exhausted and overwhelmed, she looked upon the newborn with a mix of joy and apprehension. Superstitions of the time, combined with the challenges she faced, fueled her fear and anxiety. As the legends and whispers of curses echoed through the Pine Barrens, Jane found herself succumbing to the influence of the tales. In a moment of exhaustion and desperation, she uttered an inadvertent curse upon her child that she would come to deeply regret. She said that the child would be the devil, fearing the difficulties that would come with raising such a large family. Hell, it's twice the size of the Brady Bunch. Days turned into weeks, and Jane's child grew normally at first. But as time passed, a mysterious change began to unfold. The child's features took on an unsettling quality, with elongated limbs and a mysterious gaze. As they grew older, the child's transformation became more apparent, sprouting wings from its back. Sharp claws replaced its fingertips, and a chilling screech that filled the night. Jane Leeds found herself torn between love and fear of her child. She struggled to reconcile the deep affection for her 13th child with the horror that had unfolded before her eyes. The once vibrant household became shrouded in secrecy as the family attempted to shield the world from their extraordinary burden and keep the cats from trying to bury it in the sandbox. Whispers of the Jersey Devil, as the creature came to be known, spread throughout the Pine Barrens. Stories of its nocturnal escapades, terrorizing the local livestock and striking fear into the hearts of those who crossed its path, became the stuff of legend. Jane became forever entwined with the tale, her name synonymous with the mother who birthed the monster, like the Elephant Man. Yet, deep within her heart, she carried a profound sorrow and remorse. She regretted the words she had spoken in a moment of despair, never intending for her child to bear such a cursed existence. Her days were filled with yearning for forgiveness, seeking redemption for the life she had inadvertently twisted. In the twilight of her years, Jane retreated from the public eye, haunted by the consequences of her unintentional curse. She sought comfort among the tranquil beauty of the Pine Barrens, whispering heartfelt apologies to the winds that wafted through the trees. The legend of Jane Leeds continues to reverberate through time. In the chilling tale of the Jersey Devil, her story serves as a cautionary reminder of the weight of our words and the consequences they can carry. Wait a minute. Whatever happened to sticks and stones? The legacy of Jane Leeds stands as a testament to the enduring power of a mother's love, even when it manifests in the form of a cursed creature forever roaming the shadowed depths of the Pine Barrens. The physical appearance of the Jersey Devil is quite literally the stuff of nightmares. It's often depicted as a grotesque combination of various animals, with leathery, bat-like wings sprouting from its back, a horse-like head crowned with twisted horns, a body similar to a kangaroo, and a serpentine tail. The creature strikes fear into the hearts of all who encounter it. Its piercing red eyes glow ominously in the darkness, adding an extra layer of terror to the already menacing appearance. Legends surrounding the Jersey Devil speak of its supernatural abilities and eerie behavior. It's said to emit blood-curdling screeches that reverberate through the desolate landscapes of the Pine Barrens, sending shivers down the spines of those unfortunate enough to hear them. The creature is known to move swiftly and silently, disappearing into shadows as quickly as it emerges. Ugly and stealthy? That's a pretty good combo. Its height has been reported anywhere from 3 to 6 feet tall. Witnesses have described encountering a distinct stench in the vicinity of the creature. Some liken the odor to that of sulfur or rotten flesh, while others simply describe it as a strong, unpleasant scent, like a fart. In many eyewitness accounts, the Jersey Devil was portrayed as having rough, scaly skin. The texture of the scales can vary, with some descriptions suggesting a reptilian appearance, while others portray a more leathery or pebbled texture. The color of its skin is depicted as dark or marbled, ranging from dark brown to blackish hues. The Jersey Devil has cloven-hooved feet, resembling that of a goat. The hooves are depicted as sharp and pointed, adding to the creature's ominous and otherworldly appearance. Some descriptions mention the presence of claws on the creature's front feet, emphasizing its predatory nature and enabling it to grip and tear its prey. These talons vary in length and sharpness depending on the specific account and how often it trims them. Encountering the Jersey Devil evokes an overwhelming sensation of primal terror. A sense of unease settles deep within, as if standing at the edge of the unknown. The creature's eerie presence casts a dark shadow, enveloping the observer in a chilling atmosphere that resonates with both awe and trepidation. The sight of its monstrous form etches a lasting impression, leaving an unforgettable imprint on their soul. The first person, other than the Leeds family, to report seeing the Jersey Devil was by the naval war hero Commodore Stephen Decatur in 1778. Decatur and other Navy officials were performing drills at the Hanover Mill Works. They were practicing shooting cannons at the firing range when they spotted the Jersey Devil in the distance. He ordered the line to fire a cannonball at it. Fire! According to witnesses, they saw one of the cannonballs come in direct contact with the Jersey Devil, and yet it survived and flew off. Damn, that's a tough old bird. When the story came out, everyone believed it to be true due to it coming from Navy officials. The public went into a deep state of panic. In 1820, a fellow by the name of Joseph Bonaparte saw the Jersey Devil. If that name sounds familiar, you know your history. He was the older brother of Napoleon Bonaparte, and probably taller. As the lesser-known Bonaparte told it, he'd been hunting in those weird American woods one night when he noticed some strange-looking hoof prints. So he followed them. After tracking them for a short distance, he heard a terrible screech in the woods. He turned and came face to face with the Jersey Devil. Though Bonaparte didn't encounter the animal after that, he never forgot its appearance. He vowed to always keep an eye out every time he went hunting. During the years of 1840 and 1841, the Jersey Devil was associated with a series of livestock killings, which fueled the fears and legends surrounding the creature. Witnesses described finding their animals mutilated in ways that defied explanation. Bizarre footprints resembling hoof-like impressions and claw marks were discovered near the scenes of the attacks, deepening the sense of mystery and fear surrounding the creature. Nothing caused more widespread panic than the massive amount of sightings in 1909. During the week of January 16th through the 22nd, thousands of encounters were reported from all over South Jersey and the Philadelphia area. On January 16th, the Jersey Devil was spotted flying over Woodbury, New Jersey. There was some panic, but most figured it was just an isolated event like all the previous tales. Meh, no big deal. However, the next day, there were more sightings in Bristol, except this time there were strange tracks that matched the description of the monster. Then, on January 18th, things really started to ramp up when the Jersey Devil's tracks were found by several people in Burlington, New Jersey. With so many sightings, folks began to become less skeptical. The tracks seemed to defy what was biologically possible, since there were only 2 hoof prints instead of 4. On January 19th, it became plain as day that the monster was just getting started. At 2:30 in the morning, Nelson Evans and his wife spotted the Jersey Devil outside their bedroom window. While they were fucking, they claimed in their description that the beast was 3.5 feet in height and had a strange head that had a face similar to a horse. Wilbur, What are you doing back there?" Its neck was abnormally long, and its wings were at least 2 feet in length. It was also said to have walked on its back hooves and held up its front paws while walking. They were able to frighten the creature away, but the event deeply terrified them. Later that day, 2 hunters from Gloucester came to their home and advised them they had been tracking the creature for miles. They said it was able to jump over fences and squeeze under small gaps about 8 inches in size. This pattern matched what had previously been reported in other towns. The next day, folks in Haddonfield and Collingswood decided to form a posse to hunt the cryptid down. Get her done! A few of the groups were able to spot the creature flying towards Moorestown. However, they weren't able to catch it. On January 21st, things started getting real for the folks in the Pine Barrens when the Jersey Devil attacked a trolley car in Haddon Heights, terrifying the folks on board. It was chased off, but panic spread like wildfire. On the same day, several poultry farmers reported something had killed all their chickens. Others saw the monster crash into electrical lines and continue flying away. Well, that's shocking. Later on, a telegraph worker just outside of Atlantic City shot the creature. It escaped into the woods. On that same day, it was spotted in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Collingswood, New Jersey. People began throwing pretty much anything they could find at it, but it didn't hurt it. Later in the day, a pet owner in Camden, New Jersey, spotted the creature trying to eat her dog. She chased it away, but not before it ripped a chunk of flesh from her beloved pet's face. This attack would be one of the most important to be reported in the 1909 sightings because it was the first time the Jersey Devil was directly connected to an attack on a live animal. This event caused the most panic in the Pine Barren area. Armed guards were put on trolleys to ensure safety. The Jersey Devil Patrol? Even more posses and hunting groups were created in the hopes that someone would be able to capture or kill the beast and end the attacks for good. Most people decided to stay in their homes until the attacks had stopped or the Jersey Devil had been killed. Many businesses and schools were closed out of immense fear of the cryptid. Additionally, lumberjacks who worked in the Pine Barrens refused to return to work until they were assured that the creature had been either caught or killed. Where the hell's Paul Bunyan when you need him? There were some sightings on January 22nd, but not as many as the previous few days. However, the damage had been done. Nearly everybody, skeptics included, were convinced of the existence of the Jersey Devil. More recently, in 2015, folks said they saw the Jersey Devil along Route 9 in Egg Harbor Township, near a golf course. The witness, David Black, thought that it was a llama standing inside of its fence along the roadway until it suddenly whipped out its giant wings and started flying away. He grabbed his cell phone and captured video of the creature. The video clip is very short and shows what appears to be the Jersey Devil flying across the screen, a black silhouette against a colorful sunset. Here's a still photo from the video. It looks like a horned goat with wings floating in the air. While lots of people have tried to explain away the sightings of the Jersey Devil, most have failed to provide a convincing argument. Here we go. Some have said it's actually nothing more than a sandhill crane. Sandhill cranes are about 3 to 4 feet tall and have a similar wingspan as the creature. However, sandhill cranes fly south for the winter. Several of the sightings of the Jersey Devil, and all of them in 1909, happened in the fall or winter, when sandhill cranes would have already migrated south. On top of that, sandhill cranes don't have leathery bat wings. They look feathered, even more so when they spread them out. Their head looks nothing like a goat or a horse. Its head is more bullet-shaped. Some scoffers have said, it's just a hammer-headed bat. While that does resemble what folks have described as the Jersey Devil, there are a few holes in this theory as well. First, and most importantly, the hammer-headed bat is native to Africa, not Jersey. However, it does have about the same size wingspan as the Jersey Devil. But the hammer-headed bat is a fruit bat, primarily feeding on figs. Fig trees are normally found in warm Mediterranean climates. Also, these bats inhabit tropical rainforests and swamps, so you wouldn't see this near-threatened species in New Jersey. Mass hysteria is allegedly to blame for the 1909 sightings. That could be a halfway decent explanation, except for one huge factor. In 1909, the news of the sightings and attacks was spread mainly by newspaper articles and word of mouth. It would take at least a day or two for news of the sightings in the remote areas of the Pine Barrens to reach the bigger cities. The sightings in January of 1909 were one after the other, non-stop. It all happened way too fast to say it was mass hysteria. I think the numerous sightings of the Jersey Devil caused mass hysteria, not the other way around. As the sun sinks beneath the horizon, the desolate Pine Barrens transform into an eerie realm of darkness and dread. Shadows loom, stretching towards us like skeletal fingers, while whispers slither through the twisted branches, carried by an unholy wind that chills the very marrow of our bones. This is where the line between our world and the supernatural grows thin. Imagine venturing into the heart of the Barrens, surrounded by an oppressive atmosphere, thick with an otherworldly energy that seeps into your very soul. Jersey will do that to you. Strange symbols etched into ancient trees speak of forgotten rituals. Each step is a deliberate act of defiance against the encroaching darkness, as we seek to confront the enigma that is the Jersey Devil. In the depths of the night, when all seems quiet, chilling cries pierce the silence, resonating deep within our core. That's pretty normal for Camden. It's a melody of despair and madness, weaving through the air, leaving goosebumps in its wake. Trembling, we follow footprints larger than any known creature imprinted on the forest floor. They guide us deeper, leading to hidden lairs concealed from the light of day, where unspeakable secrets lie in wait. And then we see it, a sight that freezes the blood in our veins. Glowing red eyes like smoldering embers fixate upon us. Their intensity pierces our very souls. The stench of decay fills the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of damp soil, as if an ancient evil had awakened from its slumber. Through trembling hands, we capture fleeting glimpses of a monstrous silhouette shrouded by sinister shadows. Its wings, torn and tattered, unfold with a ghastly grace. We're left paralyzed, torn between awe and terror, as this abomination defies the boundaries of our rational world. Scientific explanations falter in the face of this malevolent force, for the Jersey Devil is not a mere creature of flesh and bone. It's a manifestation of primeval darkness that has haunted the Barrens since time immemorial. The moon rises high above, casting an ethereal glow upon this twisted realm. We stand on the precipice, torn between fascination and fear. The Pine Barrens are a place of lingering dread, where the rational mind falters and primal instincts reign. Only the brave dare to venture into its depths, where the line between the living and the supernatural blurs into oblivion. The Jersey Devil, an enigmatic nightmare, refuses to be confined to the realm of folklore. It's an entity that exists beyond our comprehension, lurking within the shadows, awaiting those who dare to seek its truth. Are you willing to step into the abyss to confront the horrors that lie within? Beware, for once touched by its icy grasp, your perception of reality will never be the same again. Thank you so much for joining me on this creepy-ass adventure. What do y'all think about the Jersey Devil? Does it really exist? Or is it only a legend? We may never know. I'm gonna get the devil out of here. Until next time, stay creepy!